The tension on Jimmy Kimmel's set reached a boiling point when Harrison Ford was reportedly asked questions that veered into uncomfortable territory, leading to an unexpected and dramatic exit from the show. Sources reveal that the exchange began with what was intended as lighthearted banter about Ford's career and personal anecdotes but quickly escalated as the host pressed with pointed questions regarding controversial projects and public statements. The atmosphere became charged, with the cameras capturing every flicker of irritation and raised voice, turning what was supposed to be a celebratory interview into a spectacle of tension and confrontation. Production staff tried to intervene subtly, offering pauses and suggesting a shift in topic, but Ford's frustration was palpable, and after several exchanges, he decided to leave the set entirely, leaving the crew scrambling to fill airtime and manage the audience reaction. Viewers witnessed an unfiltered moment of celebrity candor, sparking immediate discussion online, with social media users dissecting body language, tone, and the dynamics between host and guest. Critics argued over whether Ford's departure reflected an overreaction or a justified assertion of personal boundaries in a live interview context, while some fans defended the actor, citing the intense pressure and unpredictability of live television. Meanwhile, the show's producers faced the delicate challenge of salvaging the segment for broadcast while addressing both the audience and media inquiries about the incident. Analysts in entertainment media highlighted the complexities of celebrity interviews, noting that live television can amplify minor tensions into public controversies. The incident also sparked conversation around journalistic ethics and the balance between entertainment and respect for guest comfort. In the aftermath, commentators examined the role of audience expectation, suggesting that viewers often anticipate confrontation and drama, inadvertently contributing to the escalation of such moments. Harrison Ford's team later released a carefully worded statement, emphasizing professionalism while reiterating the importance of setting personal boundaries. Meanwhile, the episode continued to circulate online, with clips and reactions fueling debates on platforms like Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, demonstrating the power of viral media to amplify even brief moments of conflict. This event highlighted the unpredictable nature of live broadcasting, the pressures faced by high-profile guests, and the broader cultural fascination with celebrity interactions under public scrutiny. In the days following Harrison Ford's heated clash and sudden departure from Jimmy Kimmel's show, the story took on a life of its own, dominating headlines and fueling endless debates across entertainment outlets, podcasts, and online platforms. Fans and critics alike dissected every second of the exchange, from Ford's visible irritation to Kimmel's relentless attempts to press the conversation forward, with many pointing out that what started as playful needling spiraled into something far more personal and uncomfortable. Behind the scenes, sources close to the production described chaos in the control room, with producers scrambling to cut to commercial breaks and decide whether to continue airing the confrontation unedited or to protect Ford's reputation by trimming key moments, ultimately deciding to show enough to tease viewers while withholding the most explosive elements. Ford's team remained tight-lipped initially, allowing speculation to grow, but eventually issued a carefully phrased statement framing the incident as an example of boundaries being crossed in an environment that should have been celebratory, hinting that the actor's frustration was not without cause. Jimmy Kimmel, known for blending humor with provocation, responded publicly during a later monologue, acknowledging the awkwardness but stopping short of an apology, instead joking about how difficult Ford can be in interviews, a remark that only reignited the debate. Fans of both men took sides, with Ford's defenders praising him for refusing to indulge what they saw as disrespect, while Kimmel's supporters argued that Ford had overreacted and that the host was simply doing his job. Social media turned the confrontation into memes, reaction videos, and even TikTok skits, elevating the moment from a late-night slip to a cultural talking point. Entertainment journalists compared the incident to past live TV walkouts, framing it as part of a larger trend of celebrities asserting more control over their narratives in an age when even minor moments can become viral flashpoints. Some observers noted that Ford's reaction reflected a generational divide in media expectations. While older stars often demand deference, modern late-night thrives on pushing boundaries and producing viral clips. Even so, industry insiders suggested that the fallout might make future A-list guests more cautious about live appearances, with publicists tightening control over interview formats and topics. What could have been dismissed as a tense but forgettable exchange instead became emblematic of the shifting power dynamic between stars, hosts, and audiences, with Harrison Ford's stormy exit serving as both a warning and a reminder of the volatility that live television continues to deliver in an era hungry for controversy. As the fallout from Harrison Ford's explosive clash with Jimmy Kimmel continued to spiral, the entertainment industry found itself grappling with larger questions about the limits of live television and the balance between humor, provocation, and respect for its guests. Behind closed doors, Ford's representatives reportedly engaged in tense discussions with ABC executives, voicing concerns over the way the moment had been framed and demanding assurances that similar incidents would not be allowed to escalate unchecked in the future. Insiders revealed that Kimmel's production staff had been divided, with some crew members defending the host's style as part of his brand while others privately admitted the segment had crossed a line and put everyone in an impossible position. Meanwhile, the public devoured every update. Tabloid covers blared headlines about Ford's meltdown, YouTube analysis videos racked up millions of views, and Twitter threads dissected Ford's body language as if it were evidence in a trial. What intrigued many was not just Ford's walk-off, but the simmering tension that had been visible long before it reached a breaking point. The curt answers, the narrowing eyes, the long pauses before Ford responded, and the audience's nervous laughter. Late-night competitors wasted no time capitalizing on the story, with Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Fallon each slyly referencing the blow-up in their own monologues, sparking a meta-commentary about the pressures of producing viral television moments. In Hollywood circles, the debate extended beyond talk shows, raising questions about whether celebrities should agree to unfiltered live appearances at all when even a slight misstep could become a worldwide spectacle within hours. For Ford, the incident became a defining media moment late in his career, one that some said revealed his intolerance for frivolity while others saw it as proof of his authenticity and unwillingness to play along with what he perceived as disrespect. As for Jimmy Kimmel, while his ratings saw a short-term bump from the controversy, he faced heightened scrutiny from both critics and fellow entertainers, forcing him to tread carefully in future interviews while still maintaining the irreverence that defines his brand. The entire ordeal underscored the fragile equilibrium that live television must maintain, entertaining audiences without alienating guests, generating buzz without igniting backlash, and navigating the razor-thin line between comedy and confrontation, a line that Harrison Ford's fiery departure made painfully visible to the world. In the days that followed Harrison Ford's dramatic ejection from Jimmy Kimmel's set, the incident snowballed into something far larger than a late-night squabble. It became a flashpoint for debates about celebrity dignity, host responsibility, and the manufactured chaos of modern television. News outlets replayed the clip on a constant loop, with pundits dissecting every detail of Ford's reaction, from the tension in his voice to the deliberate way he pushed back his chair before walking off. Fans of Ford rallied online, praising him for refusing to be the butt of what they saw as Kimmel's increasingly aggressive comedy, while others argued that the actor had overreacted to a host known for sharp-edged humor. In Hollywood, the fallout was immediate. Producers, publicists, and PR handlers began reevaluating whether their clients should appear on Kimmel's show, worried that a misjudged question could ignite another media circus. Industry insiders whispered that ABC executives had called for closed-door meetings with Kimmel, not to punish him outright but to remind him of the precarious balance between viral spectacle and lasting reputational damage for both guest and network. Meanwhile, Ford retreated from the spotlight, declining to issue any formal statement but allowing his silence to serve as a kind of quiet rebuke, one that only heightened curiosity and speculation. Memes exploded across social platforms, with users captioning Ford's stern expression and his mid-exit stride, turning what had been a raw, tense moment into endless digital parody. Yet beneath the jokes, a serious undercurrent remained. Had late-night television crossed the line from clever entertainment into something exploitative, designed less to engage guests than to bait them into combustible moments? The clash between Ford's uncompromising demeanor and Kimmel's irreverence forced that question into the mainstream, leaving audiences to wrestle with whether authenticity or entertainment should prevail when the two collide. And as the buzz slowly shifted from shock to reflection, one thing was certain: this single walk-off had etched itself into television history, a moment that would be cited in think pieces, college media studies classes, and industry boardrooms for years to come as a case study in the volatile chemistry of live celebrity interviews.